Passover Old Testament.
There was a king in Egypt who feared that the children of Israel were becoming too many. They were becoming more powerful, and the king believed that one day they would create an army to defeat them. So, the king sent his men to abuse the children of Israel through hard labor, then forced them to be slaves, and ordered the midwives to kill the sons that were born, but to let the daughters live. The midwives feared God and refused to do as the king commanded, so he sent out his men to do the job for them. There was a woman who hid her son for 3 months so her son would not be killed by the Egyptians. When she could no longer keep him hidden, she put him in a basket and sent him up the bank of the river. The basket was found and brought to Pharaoh's wife. They requested the mother of the baby to come and nurse him, and when he was of age, the baby was returned to Pharaoh's wife, and she called him Moses. When Moses became an adult, he had compassion for the slaves and the work that they were forced to do. So, one day, he saw an Egyptian beating a slave. He then killed the guard and buried him in the sand. When Pharaoh heard of this, he tried to kill Moses, but Moses ran away from the country and the fear of being killed by the king and took refuge in the country of Midian.
Old Testament.
God didn't forget the children of Israel. One day, when Moses was tending to the sheep on Mount Horeb, a burning bush appeared unto him. God began to speak to Moses through the bush. He told him that he would need him to go back to Egypt to deliver the children of Israel. He told Moses when he speaks to the children of Israel, "Tell them it is the I am who sent you, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob." So Moses, along with Aaron, went to King Pharaoh and did as the Lord told him, to tell him to let God's people go. But Pharaoh didn't know of his God, and Moses angered him and ignored Moses and God's command. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he continued to refuse to let the children of Israel go. So the Lord had Moses to bring plagues upon them, like turning the sea into blood, frogs, lice, boils, death of cattle, to name a few. Pharaoh's magicians were unable to do all of what Moses has done, to prove themselves to be greater than their God. And once again, Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he refused to let the children of Israel go.
Would you like to share a sermon, testimony, or church announcement on this radio station? If so, please visit Real Talk Ministry. There you will see how easy it is to share your ministry on this radio station. Again, visit Real Talk Ministry at. Thank you and God bless.
Of Passover Old Testament. The Lord knew that there was one more plague that would cause Pharaoh to finally let his people go. He told Moses to prepare the congregation of Israel as he was sending the destroyer to kill every firstborn in the land. Moses told the people to prepare their houses by putting blood on the side and upper posts of their doors, for when God sees the blood, he will pass over their houses. A cry was made that night throughout all the land. Pharaoh finally gave freedom to the children of Israel. Moses told the people to remember the 14th day in the month of Abib as the day they were delivered from the hands of Pharaoh's bondage. Pharaoh became angry when he heard the slaves had left and gathered his army to go after them. The children saw Pharaoh and his men coming for them. Moses reminded the children of Israel who God was, and he stretched out his hand over the sea to divide it, so they were able to continue their journey by passing through it. Moses stretched out his rod again and brought the waters back together, drowning Pharaoh and his army. With a wall of water to their left and to their right, victory prevailed, and the children of Israel continued to walk on dry land as they witnessed God's great work, believing in him and his servant Moses.
The Lord continues to grow this ministry. Your support is greatly appreciated. To send a love gift to this ministry, thank you and God bless.